back to World of Warships with your host, X-Brad TC. Finally, I went out in 6 battles and lost every single one, got sunk every single time, just had a terrible day. And finally, in this match, on the fault line map in the Tier 5 Japanese destroyer, the Minakaze, it's a Tier 5-6 fight. And I am running to the sea capture point, and there's a nifty little niche here, a nook almost, where you can tuck in and grab the capture point at sea. Finally, also, yeah, I'm a low tier, but it's a Tier 6, Tier 5 fight. That's not too terrible. If it was a Tier 7 fight, that'd be a little bit different. I'm going to just tuck inside here. And if you take a look at the top of the screen, you'll notice we have 2 destroyers. The enemy only has 1. All day long, I have been trying to grab capture points, and there'd be 2, 3, 4 destroyers. There'd be like 5 destroyers on a side. It makes it very difficult to go up and grab a capture point. They get there, typically, at the same time that I would. And then you get into a swirling fight. I wouldn't be supported by cruisers, and yeah, bad things would happen. I'd get sunk. Even when I had some successes, I picked off a Mitsuki earlier in the day in the Minakaze. We were fighting for a capture point. He popped smoke, and so I threw torpedoes in the smoke and got him. But for now, we're going to capture the point. You'll notice our friendly carrier sent his fighters over the sea point. It's a big help. By doing that, he was able to scout the point. I was very confident that there was no destroyers over here just lurking just out of detection range. The only thing over here is the Tier 6 Soviet cruiser, the Bunyoni, and I've lost sight of him momentarily. He was about 8.8 clicks away the last time I saw him. There he is! Let's go ahead and launch on him. And I've got a cruiser backing me up. And I'm detected, so final spread of torpedoes, pop smoke, time to boogie out. We've got the capture point. We've achieved what we wanted to. We've got another friendly ship in the cap with us. So, yeah, let's get out of here. I was a little astonished. The Bud had detected me, and yet, not once does he maneuver. And so, first kill of the game. 2 torps into him, sank him, first blood, devastating strike. I'll take it, 17,000 points of damage. Alright, well, we did that. We're going to turn around. Slow down, don't want to get too far away. We keep an eye on those torpedoes, which I believe were from the Bunyoni. But we're going to go ahead and follow our teammate here, the, what is that, Nuremberg cruiser? He's going to go, and I believe he's going to slip through the channel between the 2 islands on the left. I'm just going to blast straight down the channel. You take a look at the mini-map. The enemy has seized A. That means the enemy only has 1 destroyer and is almost certainly over there in the A capture point, clear across the map. Took a look. There is an enemy, I believe it's a Koenig, somewhere. There he is. Yeah, let's go hunting. Yeah. I am only detected at a range of 6 kilometers, and I have 7-kilometer torpedoes. I want to put an ambush on this guy, and the first evidence that he has of my presence should be when the torpedo warning goes off about 4 seconds before they hit. Is this going to work out? Oh, this is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Oh yeah, range is coming down. Turn, we don't want to get detected. And 7.2, 7.1, 7.0, 6.9, launch. Slow down, complete the turn. Are we going to get detected? No, we are not detected. Not once are we detected. We had to slow down to make sure we could make the turn. Unfortunately, we're opening the range. Unfortunately, the Koenig coming around, taking a look through sea, not seeing anything worth shooting at, because he didn't see me, has decided to turn around and go back the other way. And that means that beautiful ambush of torpedoes is going to completely miss. And I don't think his torpedo detection ever went off. I think that was a big enough miss that he never even spotted those torpedoes. So now we're in an uncomfortable position. Yet we want to get in range to re-execute an attack. But as you'll notice, it's virtually a stern chase. So while we're smoking along at 37 knots and he's making probably 20 something knots, uh, remember the torpedoes have a 7 kilometer range. That doesn't mean I have to get within 7 kilometers of them. It means the torpedoes have to travel 7 kilometers before they contact him. In a stern chase, he's moving away at about a third of the speed of the torpedoes. So if I launch at 7 kilometer distance from him, they're probably going to run out of steam. And in fact, that's what's going to happen with these. Still, you never know. I was thinking maybe I'd get lucky and he'd turn back in. But, and if I had closed enough to make it where the torpedoes would be in range, I almost certainly would have been detected. And he would have realized he would need to maneuver. So we're going to plan on those not making it and wait for the torpedoes to reload. Oh, he is turning back in. We're going to close the range again. And since we are faster, we can actually get to where we can get an angle on him to get a much better shot. He probably detected those on the way in before they all ran out of steam. Oh, we've been detected by airplanes. And go ahead and launch. Gave a tight spread on the first salvo, open spread on the next two. Turned away, we're surface detected. And we want to maneuver so we're not going to get shot at by anybody. Dive bombers come at us, don't do anything. And I was a little surprised. Like I said, we were detected by air, we were detected surface detected, and this guy didn't maneuver. How do I know that? Because, well, got one, got two, he's done. So which way to go? I was thinking of tucking in towards B, but somebody was kind of sort of starting to cap B. And I thought, well, let's go hunt for the enemy carrier. And if you look along the extended line, the white line of my path on the mini-map, see that island just off my port bow? The enemy carrier tends to hide behind there on this map. And I thought, well, let's go find the carrier and kill it. And while we're doing that, if you look there at about D3, you'll notice another enemy battleship. There he is. Well, let's go kill him. For a minute, I thought this guy was AFK, away from the keyboard. I was taking a look. He appeared to be sitting motionless, but then I noticed there's a little bit of smoke. Saw some rounds go out from him. Yeah, okay, he's not AFK. He was just sitting still for whatever reason. So let's go ahead, start closing the range. I figure if the enemy carrier is behind that island off my starboard bow, I'll have plenty of time to go find him later. Alright, he's closing the range to me. So, even, there we go. Launch a little early than we wanted to, but he's closing the range for us. In the meantime, we're going to go open the range and try and get around the island and take a look. Unfortunately, battleships turned a little bit too much. We didn't anticipate that, and so all those are going to miss. And he probably detected them, I'm not sure. As we're coming around, we're going to slow down, Close the torpedo range again. Wait for the tubes to load. There we go. Rounds out. Another set of torps out. And another one. Unfortunately, we really screwed this up. By slowing down so much to let him get into range, we actually allowed him to detect us. That should have been a fatal error. Or at least an error with a severe penalty of getting shot at. But apparently his gun tubes, yeah, they're pointed the wrong way, and he just doesn't have the time to bring those guns to bear. So let's duck around behind the island and use it as a shield to cover our next approach. Now take a look. If he had gone to his right, he would have just been chasing me around the island. But he makes a decision to come hard left and come over on this side of the island. What's the range now? 5 clicks? 5.5? Closing rapidly? And his guns are still pointed the wrong way. Yeah, okay. The Minakaze has zip in the way of armor, very low health, but my tubes are reloaded. The range is decreasing very rapidly. I am going to have this guy's lunch. He's trying to get around the island to screen himself from gunfire. I'm taking the closest approach. Yeah, this isn't going to end well for you, buddy. There we go. Say goodnight, Gracie. Okay, what next? Took a little bit of damage. Lost maybe, what, about a quarter of our health from the secondary batteries. No big surprise. I mean, that's why you get all 10,000 health. You got to expend some of it. Decide, oh, look, I can just maintain this path, and I will go straight into the A capture point. Because if you take a look, we only have one capture point. One's contested, they've got A. And even better, if you look at the minimap, just off my extended path, that's the enemy carrier. All right, I'm dodging dive bombers. Ordinarily, you go around with the anti-aircraft guns turned off on a destroyer. But if the dive bombers have you made, you might as well turn them on. It opens up their pattern, makes them less accurate, and you never know, you might get lucky and kill somebody. Alright, we're still air detected, enemy fighters overhead, so we turn the guns on. We know the carrier's up there, we've spotted him on the minimap, we've actually detected him. And there's the borderline for the cap point. Alright, they've sunk more of us, so it's almost a tie game. They're actually ahead on points. There's the carrier. We're using the speed boost to get over here. Still detected by air. And the carrier driver's no fool. He's going to be directing everything he can at me. And not quite in range. And the Independence class carrier is a pretty quick little boat. I mean, it's no Minakaze, but it's no slouch. And since I'm detected and he knows I'm coming, I might as well start shooting the guns, which on the Minakaze are terrible. Another dive bomber attack. Somebody was shooting at me with naval gunfire. I have no idea who it was. Alright, get a hit. Yay! Alright. We're well within torpedo range. Time to start launching. I figured he would probably do some turns and whatnot. Turning to clear the tubes to launch actually meant that I was able to stay inside the cap circle long enough to capture it. That's twice in this match. I managed to capture a capture point all by myself. Miss, he's launching dive bombers again. He's got torpedo planes in the air. Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay, got 2 into him. Enemy torpedo bomber launches. I almost screwed this up. I started to turn into him. No, slow way down. Turn away. By that time, my tubes are reloaded. Launch again. Take a look. He's on critically low health. Might as well put the guns to him since they're already pointed there. And he's dead. Alright, so what's next? Well, we've got a little bit of a lead. It's 3 ships to 3 ships. Got a little bit of lead on points. Unfortunately, while I capped A, they started capping the C point that I captured at the very beginning of the game. You can see them converting that over to the red team. So it's time to head for B. It's going to be a long drive over there. Alright. Enemy ship up there. Are we going to be able to engage him? No, he's toast. He's dead. He just doesn't know it. Yeah, see him die. So we had to transit all the way through the A point, kill the carrier. Now we have to go all the way back through the A point. Fortunately, the Minakaze is a very fast ship. Even with maneuvering and whatnot, we're doing 37 knots. Take a look. Enemy battleship. And what is that? Is that a Byron? Yeah. Now, he has the option of turning right and going on the northern side of that island just off my port bow, or he can come a little bit left and come directly towards me. And that's the question. Which way is he going to go? I'm not detected, but that's not going to last very long. We've got a closing speed of somewhere around 60 knots here. Alright, we are detected. His guns are pointed the other way, but we are in the secondary battery range. Yes, we did go to all the trouble of shooting one of our guns at him just to rack up some damage. Alright. First salvo out. Mostly just to kind of see which way he would turn and react. Two sets of 2. And now we're going to turn in. The safest thing you can do when you're in very close proximity to a battleship is be bow on. He's trying very hard to get the main gun turrets over towards me. Not going to happen. Alright. Narrow spread. Launch. Boy, if that doesn't kill him, I'm in trouble. But we got him. Took a severe beating. We did unleash the Kraken. We've got 22 seconds until our repair ability comes back, and we are on fire. The question is, are we going to burn to death? Ooh boy. It was a lot of work to get a Kraken. There's only one enemy ship left. We're going to go ahead and try and cap B. I had thought that the enemy was still over in C, the last enemy cruiser. Alright. Repair damage control ability came back, put out the fire, and get into B. Quick like a bunny. Take a look, 1 minute left in the match. And we just start to cap. And you'll notice we're not capturing. What? We're in the cap. Why are we not capturing? Well, that's because there's an enemy ship entered the capture point right after us. And it's going to pop up. There he is. Oh! It is a Cleveland-class cruiser at about half health at 4 kilometers. There is no way on Earth I want to get spotted by a Cleveland at 4 kilometers. Not as critically low on health as I am. I would get wrecked. Pop smoke. Slow down. And run out the clock. Not a bad game. 358,029 credits, 8,020 XP, 1,401 free XP. First blood, the Kraken, devastating strike, 107,770 damage, 7 gun hits, 11 torpedo hits, even even shot down an airplane, 2 caps, 10 floodings, 5 sinkings, a slew of missions. All in all, not bad. Number 1 on the team, 2,445 base XP. And not a bad team at all, actually. Look how many people actually scored well over 1,000 XP on this match. And if you take a look, most of my kills, okay, the Koenig was a bit of a kill steal at 3,900, but most of them I did a good deal of damage on them, legitimate kills. So I feel pretty good about this match. And we managed to pocket net 320,000 credits. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed the match, and we will catch you soon.